we have like a way of spiritually, channeling our head heroes and our best. You see what I mean? Bass and stuff like that. Sekimits and batas. Like we've channeled a lot of that stuff in our sets. We've channeled a lot of that stuff, and we haven't really, been trying to worship them. And we need to keep it that way, because like when they manifest themselves, chances are they're not going to be talking about worship. You know what I mean? And worship would be obsolete. Chances are the Lord God doesn't even give a damn about worship. You see what I mean? Because if you think about it, who are the real Jews right now? Can you find one? Now, chances are there are out there, and chances are I hope that there are some that are still practicing as if they are Orthodox. But then again, it's like the Orthodox thing, like how far do you go with that? Like the derby is the thing that gets me, not the curly hair. It's the derby. You know what I mean? But you can't make any fun of these people. To be honest with you, if you still believe in God, what you're supposed to be doing is blessing them. You know what I mean? You see a Jew, whether they're a Jew or not, you feel that they're a Jew, bless them. See what I mean? Especially if you're representing that Kemetic shit. But, once we have an idea of what to worship, what to believe in, because there's going to be stuff that we really have no choice to believe in. And those are the things that the laws of the universe they are always, those are the laws that are impossible to break. The laws that you can't break are the ones that you ain't supposed to be able to break. See what I mean? And that's when, like, you don't really be in submission to God. You more are part of the whole system, you know what I mean, that makes God what God is, and is the reason why God created us. See what I mean? Why we... Oh, okay. Before I close out, that is a good question. Why would Jesus be the inspiration for taking us all the way the fuck over here? That's a question that definitely is something that needs to get cleared up, because once we got over here, it was like they threw the white Jesus or whatever, and like when people woke up, there was like 3 awakenings. One awakening was the Pentecost thing, because we started doing gospel real heavily. The second awakening was the Black Jesus movement. The third awakening is why use Horus and Osiris to refute the Jesus that we already know. You see what I mean? And at the same time, what if? What if our Horus and our Jesus, and our Osiris was supposedly something that influenced that whole shit, or was stolen and used against us because they didn't have anything else? You know what I mean? It's like always these questions. Jesus, this is what I get from Jesus. You see, in Africa, there was a certain amount of people that would sell a nigga for a couple of horses. You know what I'm saying? There was some people that would sell a nigga, right, for some food or whatever they was bringing, like some sugar cane, probably. There was some people that would sell a nigga, right, that would sell a nigga for ships, weapons, ammo, you know what I'm saying? And they would win all these wars, but they take a bunch of niggas with them to whatever slave port they had. And I honestly feel that they had a lot of help. They had a lot of help in bringing us here by the Africans that were there, that were a part of it. Not all of them were. We can't just go over there being like, it's your fault. It's your fucking fault, man. Especially when they come over here, because like I heard it's extremely hard, and chances are these motherfuckers is everybody that comes here that's an immigrant. Don't sleep on them, especially if they get citizen status. These motherfuckers are smart, son. Don't even they go to their schools are a little bit more intense because they gotta learn that English. Just so they get an opportunity to come over here. When they come over here, it's badass. You know what I mean? They're like, yeah, motherfucker, I made it to. But not everybody can make it over here, so you gotta keep that in mind. Not everybody can get over here. It ain't as easy as these motherfuckers trying to make it look. They gotta go through some shit, and we don't really know all the shit they going through because we already here. There's always this question of, why would Jesus do that to us? You ever hear this rumor that there was Jews on the coastline the white Jews from Spain? That's always a possibility. How come they didn't get taken along? What if they did? You see what I mean? What if they did? You have the whole Arabian slave trade going on. You see what I mean? People forget about that. They love to. At first, we used to point at, and that was the fifth awakening. We was pointing so many fingers at the white man and the fucking tribal. Like we just learned about that one because that was a secret. Cause that was gonna hurt, and it hurt me. You know what I mean? It definitely hurt me, but it was a secret. It ended up. We found out about the damn Arabs, but you notice people wasn't really talking about this Arab slave trade until after 9/11, because first thing you think of is first thing that came to mind when they knew it was an Arab and they knew it was a Muslim thing is farrakan. You know what came to mind. If it didn't come to mind, you know what I mean? You was trying to hide him. You know, you was like, no, it can't be Farrakhan. Farrakhan don't do that. Farrakhan's a good guy. I like Farrakhan. Don't hurt him. Ain't nothing but Farrakhan. This motherfucker does tours out there all the time. Think they wasn't looking at him before. You see what I mean? So there was no way of getting around it. He had nothing to do with it. You see what I mean? But he still works and operates as a leader in an organization that is called the Nation of Islam. That should knock out the Muslim Brotherhood. You see what I mean?